Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster, and boy do I have some exciting news. So for those who don't know, TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, is currently going on, and in it, Koei Tecmo actually had around an hour-long presentation showcasing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And in that presentation, we got new gameplay for the game, along with an entirely new trailer. And if you thought the first reveal trailer was intense, somehow they managed to outdo themselves in this new trailer. So, in this video I actually want to take a closer look at this trailer, and then I'll make a follow-up video right after this one, taking a closer look at the new gameplay that was revealed, because both have a lot to dissect from. So, let's start off with the new trailer, as it is just so intense, and I want to kind of just be able to watch it at first in completion, and then we're going to go ahead and break it down, because this trailer is just so epic, and even if you've already seen it, it's worth rewatching, as yeah, it is so intense and just makes me so excited for the game. So let's go ahead and check out trailer number 2 of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Well, Link, you've grown since I last saw you. And yet, you have not changed. I would like to be fully prepared. Learning new ways to fight foes might do you some good.
So that's why it's a good thing it's gonna be us! Well, it's just Varudania is in a difficult spot right now. Stacy! Not bad! Come on! Death Mountain won't climb itself!
No longer, I say. I will pilot this divine beast. I hope you're not hurt, little bird.
Rito Village is my home. While I'm here, you won't be getting any closer. You didn't stand a chance. I suppose the time has finally come to reveal Farm Meadow's divine power!
You have all that is needed to face whatever destiny awaits. Hyrule's fate is in your hands.
Alright, so that was extremely intense. I mean, there is a lot to take in from that trailer. But before we break it down, I want to mention the one obvious thing, and that is voice acting is present in this game. I feel like that was something people were uncertain of, as in the reveal trailer we only heard lines that were from the original game, but now we have heard completely new lines in English by the same cast. Well, I'm not entirely sure if it's the exact same voice acting cast, but they sound identical to how they did in Breath of the Wild, so we can only assume that yes, the voice acting will be back in cutscenes. And we also see a bit of voice acting in the gameplay, which like I said, I'll get into in the video after this one. But let's go ahead and now take a closer look at the trailer, because you know me, I love just kind of geeking out over all the information we get within each trailer and kind of dissecting the small scenes that we can see. So to start off, the trailer opens up in a very sad way. We see the Akala Citadel pretty much burning up, and it's so cool to actually see Akala still intact. Granted, it is currently being destroyed from the scene, but it's still completely you know, undestroyed to how it looks like in Breath of the Wild, because by Breath of the Wild it's just ruins. So while it is on fire and everything, yeah, just it looks so good, and being able to know that we're going to be able to relive this battle is so insane. One thing also worth noting is that you can see a Sheikah Tower And that is something I'll get into in the gameplay video, as yes, Sheikah Towers were present 100 years before they went underground and came back up 100 years after for Link, which we witnessed in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, we're just going to be learning more lore throughout the game, and we do learn that from the gameplay, which like I said, I'll get into after this. But yeah, already starting off the trailer with something so sad, and that is the Battle of Akala, obviously ending horribly for Hyrule. But then right after that, another tragic scene, and that is of Zelda pretty much weeping in sorrow, as it seems like she's by one of the springs, but it is completely destroyed, so maybe this is when it's too late, or maybe this is somewhere else, but to me this looks like one of the springs throughout the game. And as we know, Zelda does visit all 3 springs in search of her power, but sadly it takes too long for her to get it. But right after that, we then see the tapestry we know of the great battle that happened 10,000 years ago, but it immediately emerges this dark fog outside of Calamity Ganon, covers everything, which will pretty much show us what is going to happen. So the trailer is letting us know that yes, we're going to be able to see the fates of all 4 champions pretty much fail. So we see Mipha and Link, and then we see some gameplay of Mipha and her dad. I guess her dad looks exactly the same, from 100 years ago to, Breath of the Wild's present day, because he's still huge and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to move or fight. So we can already assume he won't be a playable character. He'll just be a king sitting down on his throne just like he did. But it's interesting because in Breath of the Wild, we get mention of how the king was so strong he could like throw guardians and whatnot, and kind of help during the battle. So maybe he will be a playable character, but a really, really huge playable character if that's the case. But then we move to Daruk, and he is hanging out with, Link, Zelda, and obviously Impa, which looks like Paya, her granddaughter, not great granddaughter, but still. Interesting that, we get to see more of Impa young, which I do like her design as a Breath of the Wild Sheikah. Looks a lot different than how Impa looked in previous titles, at least when she was young. And you can also see the little egg guardian companion. We still don't know the name, but yeah, that's going to be clearly like Link's proxy from the original Hyrule Warriors, which will just kind of speak for Link or help Link. And we actually get to see Link introduced to this little guy in the little gameplay reveal we got, which again will be in the video after this one. But we also get to see Daruk use his Sheikah Slate. So clearly all of the champions will have Sheikah powers. I mean, but by his Sheikah Slate, I mean maybe if you're with Link and Zelda, you can borrow it, or maybe just all of the champions will be able to use it, or maybe have their own Sheikah Slate to pilot their own Divine Beast. We never get to know, and this will all be able to be revealed to us in this upcoming game, so I cannot wait. But after that, we then get Urbosa, and pretty much again the gang, which will be Link, Zelda, Impa, and the little guardian. I'm assuming, that's how you're going to pretty much traverse most of Hyrule. That will be the squad that you team up with. Then you see some gameplay with Urbosa, though, once they meet her. And then it moves on to the final one, Rivali, acting all badass and cool. But after we see the gameplay of all 4 champions, it shows all the champions along with, the squad, Link and Zelda, over at the Great Deku Tree. And for some reason the fog looks different in this scene. That just makes Korok Forest look so much different than I remember, but I like it. Then we see more scenes of them kind of just chilling, getting the squad doing their own thing, preparing for battle, before it looks like Zelda is ready to march to Hyrule alone. I don't know, unless she's like with Link or something in this moment. You can tell where she's standing. She's standing at like the center platform in front of Hyrule Castle, that the first memory takes place. And then you see Urbosa looking at the land of Hyrule completely destroyed as she finally reached her Divine Beast, but it's just too late. It's so messed up, but it's so cool that we're going to be able to see this in further detail. And then the trailer kind of ends off with a epic, just, set of scenes that reveal Calamity Ganon literally moving at the end of the trailer, like the little tapestry that we see, the war that has happened. It just shows you Calamity Ganon come to life and fly around, and I love that. I love how epic that ending is. But yeah, so that was a quick rundown. Obviously, I'm kind of stating the obvious, but I don't care. I've been doing this since, you know, before Breath of the Wild came out. I like just kind of breaking down the trailers and just talking more about it for those who are as excited as I am. But yeah, so it looked so good, and obviously the game comes out November 20th, so real soon. But at the very end of the trailer, they show the digital version that is the pre-order bonus that I mentioned before, which is the Lucky Ladle. But we also get a training sword just for having a save data of Breath of the Wild, which I think is pretty cool, I guess. It's kind of like what I believe Super Smash Bros. Did, where if you had a save day of Breath of the Wild, you got the Guardian outfit, or something similar beyond that. So yeah, overall, just I don't really care for the DLC pre-orders and whatnot. I mean, a training sword and a ladle aren't that exciting, but the game itself, wow, am I hyped. I am so excited. Yeah, that trailer was so intense. I just cannot wait to get into the feels and see all of the intense moments that happen in this upcoming game. Like, wow, I'm just so excited. So yeah, do expect a Let's Play obviously when it comes out, and all types of information. There will probably be more information dropping in around 18 hours from the trailer, or rather the stream being concluded. And by that I mean like the Breath of the Wild presentation. By Breath of the Wild I mean Breath of the Wild prequel, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. There you go, correcting myself too much. But yeah, we're probably gonna get more information very soon, so do expect more than the gameplay video after this. If we do get more information regarding the game. Either way, I'll be making all sorts of videos updating you guys on this game with every new thing that comes out, just because I'm so excited and I'm ready for this game. So let me know what you guys think of this reveal of the trailer, and overall of how the game looks. As you guys know, I'm beyond excited to get into this. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you are hyped. And I guess that about does it for this video. So anyways, I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!